How is everyone doing today? It is October 4th of 2022. Our cold has started to move in, so we are going to try to get as many pepper videos up as we can before the cold comes and takes our yard completely. This is a pepper that I've been really excited to show everybody. We really like a certain kind of cultivar called capsicum baccatum, also known as an aji pepper. Ajis are a lot more popular in South America, but out of all the different pepper cultivars, the baccatum species of aji is considered the fruitiest pepper. So one of our very favorite peppers is the sugar rush peach, or the aji peach, for example, or there's one called the lemon drop, or the aji lemon, that we really like too. We've tried the aji crystal. There's another one called the ubatuba that we'll be showing a little bit later too, that we got some pods for, but this one here is called the Aji Ayuyo. It's Ayuyo, Ayuyo, and I guess it's from Peru. A lot of these ajis are coming from Peru, but in other areas of South America. The reason I looked into this one that I thought was really cool about it is the ajis that we have grown previous to this have been a more of a yellow or peach. We hadn't really seen or tried one that was a purple. Also looking into this one, what I had seen was that it should be a pretty low heat aji. We really like the Sugar Rush Peach, but it has a really about 100,000 on the Scoville units. This one right here, the internet shows 1 to 2,000 Scoville units on it. So it should be a really mild. I've seen that they could taste like grape wine. They're a really productive plant. We've gotten quite a few peppers off of both of our buckets of this. We have 2 plants right here in this bucket. If you look at them closely, they look like almost like amethyst jewels. And I know in the camera it's showing up a little more matte than it is in the in person. But I'll clip a couple of these off purple. I clipped a couple off earlier that were already red, so we can try them red and purple to see if there's a big difference. Everybody that I've seen that's tried this pepper so far has been surprised by the heat, for showing that it only has a low Scoville of like 1 or 2,000, which would be a half as strong or less than a jalapeno. They've been surprised by the heat. I've also seen a lot of things that say all of the heat is contained in mostly the seeds. I'm guessing the placenta too, but from what I've seen of these so far, there isn't a lot of placenta. But this is the Aji Ayuyo. We got 2 plants right here. Like I was saying, we probably already pulled a dozen off of this plant here, some of them red. This one right here is our other doubled up one. But from the capsicum baccatum cultivar of pepper, which usually is referred to as aji, this is the Aji Ayuyo. It's October 4th of 2022. I'll take it inside and me and Angel will give these a try. So love you guys, catch you in a second. All right, so this is the Aji Ayuyo. These are ones that we've taken off that have gotten red. Some of these are a little bit farther towards the drying process than others and stuff. That's a lot of times what we do is we get so overwhelmed saving tomato seeds and pepper seeds near the end of a season that we really like saving pepper seeds, because you can just kind of get them off the vine when they're red and leave them to dry. You can wait months and months. So what we're doing is basically saving a lot of tomato seeds right now and pulling the peppers off red and kind of separating them so we know which kinds they are. But this is a whole bunch that we've gotten off of the plants that have been red. This one is one that I got off just today. It almost looks, in person, they're a lot more glass-like than I can see that they're showing up in camera. In person, they're more, this looks like almost like a glass strawberry. But these purple ones look like amethyst stones. I got some more off the vine out there so we can take a better look. They kind of come out a purplish color, and then sometimes they'll get a lot of the white on them. And I've noticed this isn't one that, like, based on light saturation, that really seems to change. Like I was saying, they're only supposed to be 1 to 2,000 Scoville units. My guess is I'm going to put it up at around 5,000. The seeds are supposed to be the specific point of heat though. And everybody that I've seen trying this pepper has been surprised that it's only supposed to be 1 or 2,000. So maybe it's a lightning heat that hits really strong but doesn't linger too long. You can kind of see the glassy look of it this way right here. makes it look like a stone more than it does a pepper. But a really beautiful pepper. We wanted to see what the purple ahis tasted like. This one's supposed to taste a little bit like wine. I'm not quite sure about that, but we'll give it a try ripe and like this. So this one right here is really nice looking. Ooh, it's got a unique smell to it.
Very crunchy.
Yeah, the seed and the placenta go all through it, so it might be near impossible to avoid. I'll go ahead and get this one here ready. And then this one right here looks good. Or should we go with this one? It's redder.
Yeah.
We don't always get an opportunity to try them ripe and as well as underripe, but there can be a lot of unique differences based on that. So as often as we can, we want to try it side by side, ripe and underripe, but I'll go ahead and try the under first.
Spicy, huh?
Mm-hmm. That can't be 1 or 2,000. Maybe it is. The orange juice immediately takes like the heat away on this one though, because that one started to get me really, really fast. I wasn't ready for it. I'm ready for low heat, and it ended up being a lot more. You gonna give that one a try?
Yeah, I want to take the little seeds out though. Yeah, it's got some good spice to it. Wow.
It's a good lightning. We use milk to kind of numb the heat off. Orange juice is also really, really good because the sugars and the acids in the orange juice kind of help pull the heat away. It might not save you from the heat as fast as the milk will, but it will make you not suffer quite as long.
It does have a little bit of a fruity taste to it though, a little bit. Maybe the red will be a little bit different. Let me try a piece.
It's not super hot, but this is like, it's so quick that you start to panic almost, and then you're like, okay, I'm okay.
It's got a nice quick heat. It's not too bad though. It's not unbearable.
I'm really excited about the ripe one to see if it.
You know what? The ripe one isn't nearly as hot as the purple one, the underripe, and it's got a sweeter flavor to it.
Did you pull the seeds out yours?
Yeah.
We won't be saving any of these seeds. I'll let these other pods over here dry up to. Yeah, if it's 1 or 2,000, it's like it gives you all 1 or 2,000 all at once.
It's really mild. It's really mild on the heat when it's ripe, I think. I almost got no extra heat when I ate the ripe piece. I was still feeling the heat from the purple. Like, the purple was super spicy, really fast. So they might, in their explanation of what we read about, their mild heat is probably when ripe, is what I'm going to guess, because it wasn't, to me, it wasn't spicy on the ripe part.
There's another pepper plant called the Phileas Blue, and the Phileas Blue grows a lot like this. The peppers grow upright. They're a little bit of a darker color. Even the kind of the pepper, the way it branches out. But the Phileas Blue is a unique pepper, and it's a type that loses heat as it gets bigger. It's supposed to be like 30 to 50,000 Scoville units, but when they're fully ripe, it drops to about 10 to 30. So it's a unique pepper. Most peppers gain heat when they ripen. The Phileas Blue loses heat. This one feels like it kind of lost a little bit of heat.
Yeah. It's good, though. I like it. It'd be a nice addition to some salsas or spice up some soup.
If you're not a heat fan, this is a strike. I don't know
Yeah.
how you could say that this was 1 or 2,000 Scoville units. I feel like a Scoville rating can be really misleading because it may rate at a certain amount as how maybe strong it is or how long, because they measure the Scoville based on dilution, how much it can be diluted before you cannot get any of the heat out of it. So this one probably, you know what I mean, a little bit of dilution. This one might work good in a jam with no heat. For the ahi types though, I didn't get the grape wine taste.
No, I didn't get the grape wine taste either. I did get like a little bit of a sweet, almost more fruit-like type of flavor, but
Yeah, you could almost sense that it was an ahi, but it wasn't really fruit flavored like the Sugar Rush Peach or the Lemon Drop.
No.
The Sugar Rush Peach is peach colored, and I'm telling you, it tastes a little bit like a peach inside the pepper.
Like peach candy or something.
Yeah, like peach candy or something along those lines. It's hard to explain. This one, it does taste a little bit fruity, but not nearly what I was expecting. When it says 1 or 2,000 Scoville, I seen one place that said 5,000. I would estimate that this was probably 10,000, like right off the bat. But it faded so quickly, that's probably how they rate it, is based on its dilution. So if you're not a hot pepper fan, you can't snack on a pepper that burns really quick, I wouldn't suggest this one.
No, I wouldn't either.
But this is the Aji Ayuyo pepper. Really beautiful pepper. Really, really, really productive. This has been kicking out peppers. These are just some other decent pods that we kind of pulled off that were still purple. We're going to dry, see how these go drying. I can imagine these dried would be really, really good.
Yeah, like a dried pepper powder, flakes even.
Yeah, and then also like this, it does have a sweet enough, slightly fruity flavor that it seems like it would be good in pretty much quite a few different jams.
Yeah, you could add it to a jam, a fruit jam. I think it would be good.
So the Aji Ayuyo, I've got to take you guys outside one more time to take another look and catch you guys in just a second. Really, really cool looking. Look at amethyst stone. Love you guys. All right, so that is a really, really excellent pepper. It does taste a little bit fruity. It is sweet like an ahi. The purple color, I was wondering what kind of flavor it would have because I know the Sugar Rush Peach tastes like peach. The ahi lemon or the lemon drop pepper has a little bit of a citrusy taste to it. So I was wondering what the purple ahis were all about, and so really, really kind of caught off guard. What I've seen other people trying this one too for being 1 or 2,000 on a Scoville scale. It is that, but that's mostly seems to be as how long the heat's going to last for. So I mean, it's like a lightning strike. It roasts you for a second, drink some orange juice or some milk, or maybe eat a piece of bread, and it'll fade back pretty quick, but it will be a little bit hotter than you would expect from something that's considered 3 times less hot than a jalapeno, a mild jalapeno. So it's the Aji Ayuyo, really beautiful peppers. Like I was saying, we've already pulled dozens off. Like you can see some of these branches that are coming up right here. We've clipped entire chunks of this plant right out already. So what you're seeing left here is the ones that we're trying to let ripen so we can save seeds on. But we have 2 plants right here. We were so excited about growing this one and wanted to make sure it was done that we doubled that one. And then another 2 plants in here. This one had giant branches that were coming out into our pepper wall right here. So this has giant pieces that were actually pulled off of it, and this is just mostly the base of the plant. I was mentioning the Phileas blue earlier and how wildly it kind of branches in each direction, and this one's kind of similar to growth of the Phileas blue. They actually do come out upright, but then kind of as they get weight, they kind of drape down like that. But a really beautiful pepper, a really cool and unique pepper. This is an heirloom from Peru. It's called the Aji Ayuyo. It is October 4th of 2022. And love you guys. Catch you next time. Thanks for watching.